welcome back to the channel. My name is Kyler, and today we're going to take my 2018 340i and go from XHP Stage 2 to Stage 3 and see what the hype is all about. So I haven't experienced Stage 3 XHP yet on the ZFA transmission, and I'm super excited. I know it's going to be a bit more aggressive, but I have no idea what it's like. After that, I'll go for a drive and give you all my honest opinion and review of the Stage 3 map and the 4 major differences between Stage 2 and Stage 3. So just a quick background of the performance mods that I have done to my car already. If you're new to the channel, I'm running a Stage 2 Plus off-the-shelf tune from boot mode, and this has the flex fuel kit enabled, typically running E30 to E50 blend of a Dorch Stage 2 high pressure fuel pump upgrade, Turner Motorsport intake, a VRSF callus downpipe, dual resonator delete, and Remus muffler section. So even in this Florida heat on E50 mix, the car is making 469 wheel horsepower and about 500 torque, that's foot-pounds. And we proved this on the dyno in my last video. You can go ahead and check that out. Alright, but now let's head to the garage and flash that Stage 3 XHP. Let's go. Of course you can do this off your phone with a wireless OBD dongle, but I haven't bought one of those yet, so I'm just using my work PC. The flash is quick and it only takes a few minutes. Also, before you drive hard after flashing a new trans map, it's recommended to drive moderately for about 50 miles or so, just so that the trans can adapt to the new tune properly. Alright, so now let's go for a drive, and I'll try to point out, the differences between Stage 2 and Stage 3 XHP flashes. So there are pretty much 4 main differences, according to the website. Difference number 1, less torque reduction and less boost loss under watt or wide open throttle. So it's pretty much like as soon as you shift, you're just going, like your car is ready to go. So that's definitely a major difference between Stage 2 and Stage 3. So the second difference is faster and harder shifting. When your transmission is in the Sport transmission setting, or you're in Sport Plus, or you're manually shifting the gears. And so I definitely noticed the difference between Stage 2 and Stage 3. It is just that much more instant and more aggressive too. So here we are, just in Sport mode. Yeah, it's like, whew, shifting is pretty aggressive. So if you don't, that's like the thing though, like it's almost too aggressive. And it kind of feels like you're putting a lot of strain on the transmission. But XHP assures us that it's still safe. So we'll go ahead and we'll keep their word on that. So real quick, just want to take a quick moment to shout out the sponsor of today's video, and that is Simply Carbon Fiber. So Simply Carbon Fiber has a ton of lifestyle carbon fiber type accessories, and they have this carbon fiber weave. It's super high quality. And then they also have a forged carbon, so go ahead and check them out. They have really cool accessories and products, like this money clip, for instance, holds some cash on the back, and 4 to 6 credit cards, but honestly, I can fit a little bit more in there. And then I also have their sleek carbon fiber phone case. This is the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and I love this case. It's just so slick, and it feels really light in the pocket as well. It doesn't add any extra weight, Same with the wallet too. It feels like nothing's in my pocket. I love it. I use this every day along with the phone case. So hit up simplycarbonfiber.com. Check out all of their lifestyle carbon fiber accessories, and I know you'll find something that you like in there. Use my code SK10 for 10% off your order. And just like that, let's get back to the video. According to the... Alright, well, hold on. We're about to do an on-ramp. So I'm going to put the transmission in the Sport setting, Sport Plus mode, and I'll show you how fast the shifting is. Yeah, it's just super aggressive. It's awesome, I'm not gonna lie. And then so the third difference is you get very strong downshift blips. So when your car is downshifting, it's even more aggressive. I think we might have a cop on our tail. Yeah, it's even that much closer to DCT feeling. So the fourth major difference is you get more kickdown. So the response for kickdown has increased, so it'll do it more often and more aggressively. So like if you're in 6th gear, it'll try to kick down to 3rd gear, so it'll skip a gear or 2. And then it says that you can even do like 8 the second. So I haven't done that in my car, but that seems like crazy. That's a lot of kick down. But you know, it's really handy when you're on the highway just cruising. So sport transmission setting, gear 7, and if I just go to get on the throttle a little bit, it'll downshift immediately and just send me flying so I can get around a car or what have you. So that's pretty convenient. So I'll try it right now. Never mind. We don't have a good opportunity. Freaking Bentley, sheesh. Man, it is love bug season. When you're on the highway, you're getting dusted. All right, so 7th gear, I'm gonna give it some throttle. It's gonna downshift. Just get me moving quick. Oh. And yeah, the shifts in like the upper gears are just mental. It's like the whole car just like gong. So it's aggressive. But yeah, some people really don't prefer how aggressive it is, and that's why they would just stick with stage 2. Or, you know, like if you're a stock car, stage 2 is a great option for you. Oh man. Yeah, I think that's what I like most about it, is just like when you're cruising on the highway, it gives you that chance to do like a quick downshift and just go. Other than that, so it does keep your RPMs a little bit raised as to where they would be if you had stage 2 or just stock even. So I kind of do like that. You know, it's not a huge difference, especially in comfort or just regular sport mode, but you do notice it. And that paired with like a super heavily modified car like mine, where it's stage 2 plus, E85 fueling, you know, it really comes in handy to have RPMs at a higher range. Because if you've driven a car like mine, modified like this, you'll know that in comfort mode, when you're in like 6th, 7th, or 8th gear even, when you go to give it some throttle, like the whole car is gonna like kind of shake a little bit, just because, you know, it's in such a low RPM and you're trying to give it a lot of throttle. So, and then we'll get up here, I'll do some paddle shifting so I can show you all how instantaneous the shifting is. I go, all right, here we go, bam, shifts, bam. But yeah, it's pretty wicked. And I love the downshift sounds now, especially with the VRSF catalyst downpipe. Sounds awesome. It has that like woof, and then it has the throttle blipping. So that really helps you to not lose boost. All right, we'll give it some beans here. Yeah, it's just super aggressive. Oh man. I will say stage 2 is, you know, better for daily driving for the long term. So ZF, I forget how to say the full transmission name or the company, but right on their website it says it's a good idea to change transmission fluid from like 60 to 70k miles around there. I would say probably like 40,000 miles of running XHP, 30 to 40. So, you know, cut whatever the recommendation is in half, because, you know, you're really going to be like exerting more force, more pressure on all the components. So yeah, I would definitely like cut that recommendation in half. So change transmission oil, probably like 30,000 miles of running XHP, 20 to 30,000 miles. That's just going to be my go-to. It's no like written in stone what the best recommendation is, but of course it depends how many miles your car currently has and how many miles it ran without XHP prior. There's not like any major differences, but you know, this stage 3 is definitely more geared towards track events, or if you're like roll racing or racing from a dig, you know, drag strip. It'd be a good map to go ahead and flash to before you do any of those motorsport activities. And also too, like if you're coming in hot, downshifting, it'll kind of jerk or jolt your car forward. And I guess that's part of, you know, the torque reduction and so that if you go to downshift quickly and more aggressively, then you can just hit the gas right away and the car will just pick right back up. Pretty insane. But yeah, just having all these mods done in the car, you know, you can't really enjoy it to its full potential on the street roads. I mean, you can, but very short spurts. So it just makes me want to take the car to the track even more. And so yeah, we'll be going to do that hopefully by the end of this year. You know, I kind of want to wait till it cools down a little bit better. That way, the car will perform better and I won't sweat as much. It'll just be like a more pleasant time out there. So it's definitely a difference between stage 2 and stage 3. Don't get me wrong. Stage 3 is a lot more aggressive and you'll feel it for sure. So I think I truly underestimated how much faster the shifting could be from stage 2 to stage 3. It is really just that much faster and it's super instantaneous. It's crazy. And that's why I really didn't want to try stage 3 at first. I wanted to try stage 2 because, you know, my friend told me it's a little bit more aggressive than you probably want for daily driving, which is partially true. So I'm going to be changing back to the stage 2 map probably, just, you know, for daily driving and just to have a more comfortable ride. Because as soon as you put it into like Sport Plus mode and then the Sport transmission setting, then it's just super aggressive, like you just don't get any other option. So I'll be flashing back to stage 2, you know, just for daily driving, and then flash to stage 3 if I'm going to be going to like a track event or doing some more spirited driving on the weekend. Also, I'd love to hear your experience as well with either map, so whichever map you're running, your experience with it, go ahead, comment down below, just so the community can get more perspectives on the maps between stage 2 and stage 3. So hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe for future content, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.